Our next guest is an actress and a comedian who has 2 sold-out shows coming up at Gramercy Theatre. Before Sindhu Vee hits the stage, her brand new show hits Prime Video.
Yeah, the Pradeeps of Pittsburgh follows a family moving from India to Pittsburgh, and Sindhu plays the greatest mother in the world.
Kamal, do you have my gum? My ears still haven't popped. Kamal? He's doing that sweaty thing he does before he panic vomits.
Such a weirdo. You should have left him in India.
Kamal! I had to leap into action to save my baby. Only I knew what he needed and exactly how many milligrams. I don't have water, beta. Chew. Fortunately for my children, they have the greatest mother in the world. Me.
Kamal, do you have my gum? My ears still haven't
It is gonna be a hit. And joining us live in the studio is Sindhu Vee. So welcome to New York Living.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for having me.
We are all the Pradeeps because first of all, great name, the Pradeeps of Pittsburgh. Because there were so many Pradeeps.
So many Pradeeps. We had to say which specific ones we were talking about.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Had you actually been to Pittsburgh?
You know, I would love to say yes, but that would be a lie. No. I haven't, and the name is the showrunner and the writer of a lot of the episodes. His family moved to Pittsburgh, and the show is a little bit autobiographical, a little bit. So that's how it happened. Yeah, but it has a great ring to it. Pradeeps of Pittsburgh.
The alliteration.
I love it.
Great. It's
So
great.
good.
What drew you to this role?
To the role of Sudha Pradeep, well, a little bit of it is that I'm a mom, but a lot of it is that Sudha Pradeep is. You know, she is always right.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's just the best.
Yeah.
And everything, her entire value system, the way she deals with the world, I was like, yeah, tracks. So I was like, this is, I mean, why, like, I don't even have to act that much.
Why deviate from my own life?
I was just gonna say, it's like a life or art imitating life for you.
Something. Someone is imitating something, and it's great because it works. And also the comedy of the entire script. You know, as a stand-up, I pay a lot of attention to writing. I can't help it.
Right.
It's so well written. It was so funny, and she is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, she's a great mom. She's trying to protect her family, and she's doing whatever it takes.
But
which is what moms do.
But there's also some sort of like a mystery going on, kind of.
Yes, it is a very big mystery. It's slightly dark, and I won't give away what it is. But I will just say this: you have no idea.
You have no idea.
None.
You have no idea.
You have not seen anything like this before.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Also, I've been the parent that's like, I'm not cutting this in half. I don't have any water. Just open your mouth and let's go. Come on.
Chew.
And chew.
It's fine.
And then we're all going to be better.
Get it done.
Yeah. And also, don't question me. I know because I am a doctor. She's a neurosurgeon, so she knows.
Yes. She knows all.
That's
She'll
right.
know.
And we talk about your stand-up. You talk a lot about marriage, relationships, things that people can relate to.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick look and then talk about it.
Anyone who's been married any length of time, 5, 7, 9 minutes, it doesn't matter. You know what the most important thing is. It is to win. Correct. It is to win. And this is not a selfish goal. Not at all. Here's why. Because you know when you win, you feel better about yourself? Yes? Yeah. Feel better about yourself, you feel better about the rest of the world. You are a nicer person, you are a better spouse. You do it for the health of the unit. That is why you win. Yeah, because you care about your marriage.
Do you win all the time?
Selfless. Yes, but sometimes you have to pretend you didn't win, and that's the win. Because you know you don't want to be like a hardcore spouse. You're not a bully,
Right.
So sometimes you're like, okay, honey.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, whatever you say, but you have won.
But you've won.
You have won.
You have won.
You have won.
You've won it. The love story of you and your spouse is like a rom-com.
It is. It has a lot of qualities of how did this happen? And sometimes I wake up and I'm like, how did this happen?
Yeah. Can you, real quick,
How did it
without
happen?
getting too personal, because it's actually very inspirational.
Well, we were, I was at university here in the United States at University of Chicago, and there was an exchange student who came in January, and he was very tall, Scandinavian. He had like blonde hair, and he did this, and I thought, my. And I would say at that time, you know, I was young, so I was at a loose end.
A loose end.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
sure.
is not to be confused with I was
Being
loose.
loose. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that
was at a loose
clarification.
end.
Thank you,
I
because
was
that's
at a loose
exactly where
end.
my dirty mind went.
Well, maybe there was a little bit of that. Who knows?
You know
Anyway,
what?
we were young, and he was there for just a few weeks, and we dated, and we always laughed. And then he left. He was like, I got to go back to England, finish my PhD. And I was like, okay. And he's Scandinavian, so very rational. He was like, this has been fun. Goodbye. And I was like, yeah, fine, because I'd never been so non-serious emotionally. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
And then a year and a half later, I went to London to work. I also became an investment banker, and he was there. And we hadn't really been in touch. He got my number, and then he called. And I had no friends in London, because I was new to the country, to the UK. And so we were, for 11 months, probably saw each other 5-6 times in a social setting.
And then?
And then at the end of that, one day he said, oh, I think we should get back together. And I was like, oh, okay, great,
Sure.
sure. And then 20 days later, he proposed.
Oh my gosh. And now you're all...
Yeah, and I asked him once, when like a year into our marriage, when things to me felt incomprehensible, like, why did we do this? I said to him, why did you ask me to marry you so quick? And he's Danish, he's a real rational guy. He said I had to close.
I had to close.
And I was like, that's romantic.
Gesundheit. I had to close the deal.
Yeah, I had to close.
I had to close the deal.
And he's like, and you were Indian, you weren't going to do the living in thing, and that was it. And I was like, right, here we are.
I had to make an honest woman out of you.
Yeah, and he knows his mind, and turns out he knew my mind too.
Oh, we love you. You
Thank
are so
you
funny.
so much. Congratulations on all the things. 2 sold-out shows.
Yes, thank you, New York, for selling those shows out. Thank you.